Hey friends, hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me for this week's Gunpowder Elementary School yoga class. Today I've been thinking a lot about being grounded, a lot about faith. So I hope during this time when things are really up in the air and things are not grounded and not so faithful, we can find that place where we can be grounded and we can be full of faith. So let's get started today. Meet me at the back of your mat in child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch, your knees open wide. Bring your forehead down to your mat. Begin to settle in here. Take a deep breath in. Fill your belly up. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Let that fire up and send it out through your nose. We'll warm up by doing that one more time. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill your belly up. Open mouth, exhale. Let that go. On your next inhale, come to a tabletop position. Flatten your back. Send the crown of your head to the front of your room. Press your hands into the mat. Stack your hips over your knees. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. On your next inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow pose. Send your chest up towards your ceiling and really drop that belly down towards your mat. Inhale that back in. Exhale, round your belly. Send your gaze down to your knees. Press the shoelace sides of your feet into your mat. Really press all 10 fingers into your mat. Inhale, back down to cow. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, back down to cow. Send your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, back to cat. Now on your next inhale, take your right hand, send that up towards the ceiling. Roll your wrists a little bit. Maybe send your fingers up and down. And then exhale, let's thread the needle. Send your hand all the way through. Send your head down to your mat. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Send your hand back up towards the ceiling. Bring your hand back down to the mat. Now, on your next inhale, send your left arm really high. Circle out your wrists. Maybe send your fingers up and down. Let's exhale that out and thread the needle. Send your hand all the way through to the other side. Inhale, back up to tabletop. Now let's tuck your toes and exhale all the way up to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. Take your time. Really feel that nice press in your heels. Take a nice exhale. Look towards the top of your mat. Bring your knees all the way down and hover. Let's pulse here just for 4, 3, 2, back to down dog in 1. Exhale all the way back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, see your hands, and let's walk tippy toe, one tiny, tiny, tiny little step at a time. Bring your feet to the back of your hands and let your head hang heavy here. Sway side to side, maybe grab for opposite elbows. Just let your head hang heavy here. Let all the cares of today just roll right off the back of your neck. On your next inhale, drop your hands down and let's sway side to side. Maybe grab for the back of your heels. Let it go. Exhale that out. Inhale. Let's slowly rise all the way up to our mountain pose position. Bring your hands now down towards your heart. Press your hands together and really feel the pulse of your heart here. Close down your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale that out. Take another deep breath in. Think about all the things that bring you faith. Think about all the gratitude that you have for this day. Exhale it out. Inhale, bring your hands all the way back up. Exhale, hands back down to side. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, all the way back down for our standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You can bring your hands towards your shins or even to the top of your thighs here. Bring your elbows out just a little bit. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, let's come back up for mountain pose. Bring your hands all the way up over top of your head. And let's take our pointer fingers and send them up high. Exhale. Let's have a nice little tricep bend here. So we'll bring our fingertips back behind our ears. Inhale, back up to mountain. Exhale, let's willow out. I'm leaning now towards the right side of the room. Inhale, back to center. Point your finger all the way up towards the ceiling. Really feel that nice stretch. Exhale, willow out to the opposite side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins or hands on your thighs. Exhale, let's come back down to our tabletop position. Really press your hands into your mat. Press the tips of your toes into your mat. Now let's exhale. We're going to bring our knees up for 2 inches and really pull your belly button in here. Pull your belly button in towards the back of your spine and see if you can pulse this out here. Just for 4, 3, down dog in 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really press in again, pedal out those feet. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, come towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to mountain. We're going to finger point all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, willow out towards the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, willow out to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands through heart center and come all the way back down for standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, all the way back up for mountain pose. Now let's exhale for a nice baby back bend. Feel that nice pull in the back of your lower back. Inhale, back up to mountain. Exhale, all the way down. Let's come to our nice even tabletop position. Inhale, tuck your toes, bring your knees up. Let's pulse that out for 4, 3, down dog in 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. Press the finger pads of your fingers into your mat. Really feel that nice stretch. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, come towards the top of your mat. or standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Listen for the change. Inhale, come all the way up now for chair pose. Frame your ears with your biceps. Bring your fingertips towards one another. You want to keep a slight slice between your toes, and you really want to feel your inner thighs coming together. Bring your knees close to each other, and let's see if we can come down just a little bit more, just like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale, exhale, chair with airplane arms. Send your fingertips back towards the back of the room. See if you can bring your fingertips up just a little higher. Come down a little lower in your chair. Inhale, back up to chair. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Press into your hands. Press your toes into the top of your mat. Now we're going to come down into our low plank where we bring our elbows towards our side. Now remember, with these low planks, you always have the option to come down on your knees. If you'd like to spend a little bit more time focusing on your shoulders, it's fine to come down on your knees. So when we're in our low plank, we'll come all the way down. We'll shine our chest. And then we'll exhale back to our downward facing dog. Take your nice breath in here. Inhale, look towards your hands. Come all the way back up. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Alrighty. Inhale, let's lift our right leg high. And exhale, let's come on over to a scorpion dog. So send your foot over towards the left side of the room. Maybe circle out your hips here. And let's give ourselves a nice hip opener. Inhale, back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, come all the way through. Bring your foot in between your hands. And we're going to move all the way up now for a high crescent lunge. So bring your hands up, send them up above your head here. You want to keep a nice 90-degree bend in your knee. Stack your knee over your ankle and really fire up those hips here. Scissor your legs towards one another. Send your fingertips up high. Now we're going to exhale all the way out for warrior two. Send your two fingertips, right and left, towards the opposite end of the room. Keep that 90-degree bend in your front knee. Maybe just wiggle your foot up just a little bit so you can get in even a deeper lunge. Keep a nice long leg. Send those legs all the way back. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way back down for our next chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Press into those feet here and really send those hips now up towards the ceiling. Really press those fingertips into the mat. Alrighty, inhale, send your left leg high, and then let's send that left foot out towards the right side of the room. Maybe circle around here. Send your toes in a circling motion. Really give yourself a nice little stretch here. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Tent up on all 10 of your fingers here. Keep that 90-degree bend in your front knee. Send your fingertips long towards the front of the room and the back of the room. Commit to that nice press in the front of your leg. Inhale, reverse crescent. Exhale, chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Send those hips up nice and long. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. And let's come all the way back up again to chair pose. Send your hands all the way over your head. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, listen for the change. Bring your left leg up and let's send our fingertips up high. Press down in the right foot into your mat. You should feel a little bit of shaking here. And if you're feeling comfortable, you can send your toe up towards the ceiling and give yourself a nice little kick. You can give yourself a little pulse here. Beautiful job. Send your fingertips up. We're here for 4, 3, back to high crescent in 2, 1. Let's exhale all the way back down to our high crescent lunge. Give yourself that nice little pull here. Inhale, and we'll go up now to star pose. So send those fingertips up nice and long. Really let your toes go out wide, heels come in. Exhale, hands to heart center, and come down now for horse pose. And let's give this a little bit of a pulse here. So we're going to pulse just a tiny little bit. Here for 4, 3, back to warrior in 2, 1. Let's inhale all the way back out to our warrior 2 position. Send your fingertips out long. Inhale, reverse. Exhale all the way back down. Cartwheel your hands back down. For our next chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, come up to high crescent. Exhale, let's come all the way over for warrior 2. Really send those fingertips out long and really press into that front knee. On our next inhale, let's come up to star pose. Send your fingertips out long. Send your big toes out, heels in. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. And we'll come down for a horse pose. Let's give ourselves a little pulse here. Here for 4, 3, back to star in 2, 1. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Beautiful job here, guys. Give yourself that nice little hesitancy. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Inhale, let's take a look up at your hands and come all the way back up. Inhale, chair pose. Let's see if we can come down a little bit lower. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, come all the way back up. Now we're going to lift our right leg up. See if we can really press that left foot into the mat. Really stretch that down and give your right leg just a little bit of a pulse here. Send your toes up towards the ceiling. You should feel a nice little burn here. Send those fingertips up higher. Woo. Exhale. Come all the way back down for a high crescent. Alrighty. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale. Star pose. Exhale. Come back down to horse. Let's pulse that out for 4, 3, back to star in 2, 1. Inhale, star. Exhale, down to horse. We're going to inhale back to our warrior 2. Really stretch those fingertips out. Reverse warrior. And come all the way back down for our next chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let that go. Take another deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let that go. Alrighty. On our next inhale, see the top of your mat. Come all the way back up. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back to chair. Now exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, step it through for warrior, for our high crescent. We're going to exhale back to our warrior. Now let's listen for the change. We'll inhale for reverse. Now let's exhale and tick-tock out our hands. Take that left hand, really stretch it up high. Feel a nice stretch here in your ribs. And you can take this right hand, either lean it down onto your knee or see if you can stretch it down just a little bit more towards your feet. You should feel a nice stretch here in your side leg. Very nice. Inhale. Woo. Exhale. Inhale. Reverse. Exhale all the way back down for chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Alrighty, let's do the next side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Really stretch up nice and high. Alrighty, now let's on our exhale come all the way back down. Tick-tock your hands. Send your right hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Left hand can come to your knee or down a little bit more towards your ankle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, all the way back down for high crescent. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, shine your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, come all the way back up for standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, keep that nice flat back. Now exhale, come all the way back down. Inhale, chair. Can you sit just a little bit deeper? On your next inhale, come all the way back to our mountain pose, lifting your right knee. Your left knee, send your left toes up towards the ceiling. Feels great. Alrighty, on this one, we're going to, on our exhale, we're going to cross our left ankle over our right knee, and we'll come down for a standing figure four. You should feel a nice stretch here in your hamstrings and the back of your hips. Hold that now for 4, 3, back to standing in 2, 1. Inhale, bring your knee all the way back up. Exhale, come all the way back down for high crescent lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, let's come back to tick-tocking out our hands. Inhale, reverse. Now let's watch this one. On our next inhale, let's come all the way back over. Send your big move here. Take your eyes and look down towards your mat. Send your fingertips down towards your mat and send your left leg up. See if you can send that left fingertip all the way back up to the ceiling. We're here for 4, 3, back to high crescent in 2, 1. So come all the way back down. Bring your hands all the way up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, star. Shake it out here. Send those fingertips all the way up. Woo. Exhale, bring your hands back down for horse pose. Really let your body move here. Let that shaking come out of your legs. Feels great. Alrighty, inhale, back to warrior. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, all the way back down for chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Alrighty, pedal it out here. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, come all the way back up for high crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, tick-tock out your arms. Really send that right fingertip all the way up. Send your left fingertips down to meet your ankles. Inhale, reverse. All right, big move here. Exhale, look towards the top of your mat. Send your gaze down with your fingertips down. Send your right foot up towards the ceiling. Really press into your toes here and stamp your ankle into your mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Great job, everyone. On our next exhale, let's come all the way back down for warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, all the way back down. Cartwheeling our hands for chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Nice work, everyone. Inhale, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Great job, everyone. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Come all the way back up for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Inhale, all the way up for chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, come all the way back up for chair. Now on our exhale, let's bring our hands to heart center. And we're going to take our left elbow and twist and turn towards the right side of the room. Let's hook our left elbow around our right knee and press your hands into one another. You should feel a nice low body twist here. Feels great. Inhale, back up to chair. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Sit down just a little bit more. Inhale, back up to chair. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Now, on our next exhale, let's take that right elbow and twist over towards the left side of the room. Take a peek down and make sure that your knees are parallel as best as they can. Sit down maybe just a little bit more. Press your hands into one another. You should feel a nice low back twist here. Great job. Take a nice deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. On our next inhale, come back up to chair. You should feel burning in your legs here. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, back up to chair. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Alrighty. On your next inhale, send your right leg high. And let's exhale. Bring your knee through for pigeon pose. Send your knee towards your right hand and settle in here. You should feel a nice stretch in the top of your right quad and hamstring. Wiggle that out just a little bit. Should feel really good. If you're able to go to low pigeon, send your hands towards the top of your mat and your forehead down. Settle in here. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. On your next inhale, come back up to tabletop. Exhale. Let that go. On your next inhale, tuck your toes and exhale. Your feet all the way back up. Send your hips all the way up for downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. On your next inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, bring your left knee towards your left wrist and settle in here now as you exhale down for pigeon pose on the left. See if you can squinch down a little bit. You might feel a little different on this side than you did the other side. Depends on how open your hips are. Really squinch that and feel nice and loose there. If you're able to, exhale down to low pigeon. Send your hands towards the top of your mat. And you can even bring your forehead down. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale that out. On your next inhale, come back to tabletop. Remember, tabletop position, you want to flatten the tops of your feet, really press your hands in. Keep a nice flat back here. Send the crown of your head towards the front of the room. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale that out. Alrighty, let's come around to a sitting position. Try to bring your feet towards the top of your mat. Keep your legs nice and long. Make sure that your sit bones are down on your mat. Scoot this around just a little bit so you can see me. On your inhale, bring your hands up above your head. And you can bend your knees a little bit or as much as you need. Exhale, bring your hands down towards your feet. Send the crown of your head down and send your forehead down towards your knees. You should feel a nice stretch in your low back here. Really feel that nice pull. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth. Let that go. If you can't bring your hands towards your feet, it's fine to bring your hands towards your shins. And if you need to bring your feet up just a little bit, that's fine too, wherever your body is today. Just take that nice deep breath in again. Open mouth, find space. Nice deep breath in. Find a little more space. On your next inhale, come all the way back down and take your right ankle and lay it across your left knee. We're going to add a little hip stretch here. And if you can press your right knee away, that'll open up your side right hip just a touch. And if this feels good and you want a little bit more, send your hands in between your left thigh and pull onto the back for a nice hamstring pull. You can take your right hand and press on your right knee just a little bit. You can bring your foot up just a touch if that works. And just feel that nice pull, that nice stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth. Exhale. Let it go. On your next inhale, bring your feet back down. And let's do the other side. Take a nice deep breath in. Bring your knee up. Bring your left ankle. Place it onto your right knee. Exhale that down into that nice stretch here on your quadriceps. And we're going to pull a little bit now into those hamstrings. Take your left hand, press it onto your left knee. If that feels good and you can do a little bit more, take your hands, send them in between and pull up towards your chest. Oh, that feels great. Take your right foot, send that up just a little bit. Beautiful. Alrighty, exhale. Let's bring your knees in towards your chest. That feels great. Exhale your left foot long. Excuse me, Rio. Bring your right knee all the way up into your armpit if you're able to. You should feel a nice stretch right here in the right side of your body. Take your right hand, send it out long. Take this left hand with your right knee and gently guide it across your body to feel that nice lower spine stretch. One of my favorites. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth. Exhale that out. On your next inhale, come all the way back up. Really pull your knees in, ball up in a nice little tight ball. Exhale your right leg out. Bring your left knee in towards your left armpit. Pull that in. Take your left hand, send that out. Your right hand onto your left knee. And then just pull that gently over to your side body. It feels great. Feel that nice stretch into your low spine. Beautiful. Inhale, your knees back up. On your exhale, let's go to our classic happy baby pose. You can send your hands to your heels. You can send them to your toes. You can even send them to your shins if that feels good. Feels great. Let's rock that up just a couple little times. Woo! Come back down, crossing our legs. Gunpowder family, it's so great to spend this time with you and Rio. I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you found this to be helpful. If there's anything special that you'd like to work on, let me know. Send me an email, shoot me a text. Be more than happy to take a look at a few other things. Stay well. As we close up today, the student, the learner, the yogi in me honors the student, the learner, and the teacher in you. Until we see each other again, namaste.